For more, Abel Nunez joins me now from here in Washington. He is the Executive Director of the Central American Resource Center, or CARECEN. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, Abel, first I'd like to get your reaction to the Biden announcement. What can we expect to see now in the coming hours, weeks, and days ahead? What does this all mean?
Well, I think we're disappointed first in terms of what the White House has put out, because what looks like a program that would allow people to come in more orderly and provide them more resources, it's really a mechanism to help them expel people faster and to limit the amount of people that can come in. Because as you just mentioned, people would need to have a sponsor for them to be eligible to come to this country. And unfortunately, the people that are coming lack that ability. And if they enter either Panama or Mexico illegally, they would be barred from any of these benefits, making them easier to be deported back to Mexico and continue with the Waiting Mexico program, except for specific nations.
Right, a lot more paperwork. How can this even be implemented? Let's talk about the logistics here. How long could this even take?
Well, the program is operational now. It makes it easier for the U.S. government, for Border Patrol, to expel people once they reach the border if they violate any of the new rules. And two, the people that can use this will have to do it from realistically their country of origin. But the reality is that many are fleeing those nations because they're fleeing danger, violence, poverty. So they don't really have the time to do this in their country of origin. If you think of Nicaragua, you think of Haiti, places that are in disarray, or Venezuela, when will they have the ability to do this? And so most of them leave their nation and unfortunately have to cross borders illegally into Panama and Mexico, which means they will be ineligible for this program. So again, in the surface, it looks like a good program, but really it is meant to diminish the ability of immigrants to use our own legal process to have their day in court.
What are you hearing from the community as we've seen this surge in recent weeks at the border, with many people still trying to get across ahead of Title 42? What are your biggest concerns?
Well, our biggest concerns is the suffering that people are going to have to experience at the southern border. It is a very difficult and precarious place. The trip to the southern border is horrific. We've heard cases, women being raped, family members that have lost other family members as they're passing the Darien Gap in Panama. They experience all of this, hoping to come to the U.S. to seek refuge, and all they're finding is closed doors, or worse, a border patrol that will immediately expel them back to Mexico, where the conditions are horrific, they're incredibly vulnerable, and you have illicit actors preying upon these vulnerable communities.